Okay, so the NBA is gonna have two expansion teams, which means those two teams are gonna be in the West. One team's gonna move to the East. We're thinking it's the Timberwolves and maybe somebody else, but I think the Timberwolves make a lot more sense to move to the East. I don't know if they like that idea or not. Pros and cons, something I just heard about, which at first I was like, oh, this is going to be a good thing. Timberwolves are going to go over there. We're going to get two new teams. Las Vegas is going to get a team. I live in Las Vegas. I'm going to be moving. Seattle's going to be getting a team. Might move up there. Might move somewhere else. But the Lakers are doing good, so everything's open. Point being is that pros to this is that there's going to be new teams, and some markets are going to get people are going to get to go to NBA games a lot more in where they're at. And I know Seattle is going to dig it. The Northwest is going to love it. They got the Blazers and the Sonics. That'd be awesome. That's really good for them up there. Cons I've heard about is that it's gonna mess up the depth because people are gonna be able to. It's gonna change up the landscape of the NBA. What we don't want is what's going on in the NFL right now. What is going on with the NFL right now? We thought that they were going on the right track. Thought things were looking normal. A couple of the moves make sense, and that could be a whole nother video. But a couple of moves made sense in the NFL. But the NBA doing this. I hope they do it right. I hope it's done the right way. Maybe, they could switch up some of the stuff that's being said. It's like, why would you want to take great players from teams? And yeah, they got built rosters and stuff like that and depth. People like where they're playing at, and they want to play for these teams. It's not always the big market teams. Like you got like Oklahoma City. Like, come on, they're the champs. Returning champs, and then there's the Pacers were like that close away from taking over that series. At the end, they could have won that. They had a chance. For the rest of the teams, I guess they're starting to build their rosters up and to compete. It would definitely decimate them. It's meant to happen in 2028, so we're a couple years away. So it might not affect the league right at the moment. It might actually come at a good time when contracts are being up and so forth and so forth. But just don't make no crazy shit. We don't want the game is in a good place right now. You try to shake it up too much. What they could do is fix that All-Star game. Either get rid of it, replace it with the cup, and move the cup towards the All-Stars so that teams are competing in the middle of the season. That makes a lot more sense. And I will be okay with that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be, too. Some of the format ideas I've been messed around with was kind of received. It was a little bit good. A couple more tweaks, and then we can probably bank it to be a good All-Star. I like the suggestion I made to turn that NBA Cup into the All-Star into the NBA Cup, because then you'd have players actually competing, and of course you could have the All-Star game. And they can, I don't know if they can make it shorter or what. Maybe players earn a spot. I don't know. But I like the idea, getting rid of the All-Star game. If you do All-Star weekend and make it kind of a fun event where people can meet NBA players, and NBA players can do skilled competitions and really participate. The problem is, it's like they want these players to come through and do these. It's a good event for a while. It's historical back in the day, but you guys, you want these players to play. You want them to compete for championships. You want them to play every minute, but then you don't want them to get hurt. Don't want load management, but you want them to win championships, and you want them to be the great. We want to see good good sports, good entertainment. So there's got to be a middle ground with that. If you got rid of the All-Star game and you brought the NBA Cup into the All-Star spot, it's like a mini championship before the championship. Why they have them earlier in the season? Maybe so that people don't forget that they're actually trying to compete for an actual ring. But I don't think it matters. The way that they got it set up, it's like normal games and they just kind of play on a different floor. It's not like the end all be all of everything, right? So what they get for it, how they earn it, I guess they can put whatever they put towards the All-Star and then put it towards that event and make it the All-Star weekend. You know, the people come to watch all these teams play like they did in the bubble. Now we're thinking. So pros and cons to the NBA adding 2 more teams. There's a myriad of possibilities that could come from this. But you leave your marks and comments and see. I'd like to see what you think about it.